Hi friends, today we are going to discuss the grammatical item verb. Before that, we have to know what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that contains subject and predicate and that gives a complete sense of meaning. Once again, sentence contains subject and predicate. Say for example, Ram is writing a letter. Here, Ram is subject. The subject may be a noun, a pronoun, or a gerund. Is writing a letter is the predicate part of the sentence. Here, it contains verb is writing. A letter is an object. So, the predicate part of a sentence contains verb, object, etc. What is verb? Verb is used to describe an action, a state or occurrence. Verb forms the main part of the predicate of a sentence. There are three types of verbs: main verb, axillary verb, linking verb. Main verb is otherwise called action words. Axillary verbs are otherwise called helping verbs. The linking verbs connect the subject with the rest of the sentence. Main verb. Main verb is otherwise called action word. The main verb in a sentence indicates action. Say for example, he plays football. Here, play is the main verb that indicates an action. Like that, all the sentences contain at least a main verb, at least one main verb. All action words such as eat, run, sleep, hear, study, swim, catch, etc. are main verbs because these words indicate action. The main verb exists in four different forms. They are present form, past participle form, and present participle form. The present form is known as V1 form, past form is known as V2 form, past participle form is known as V3 form, and present participle form is ing form of your verb. Say for example, run. The present form of the word run is run, past form is ran, past participle form is run, and present participle form is running. So run, ran, run, running, like that. Work, worked, worked, working. Write, wrote, written, writing. Sleep, slept, slept, sleeping. Read, 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 reading. Look at the spelling, read in the past form, R-E-A-D. We should not pronounce it as read, you have to pronounce it as read. So read, 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 reading. Axillary verb. Axillary verbs are called helping verbs. So it helps the main verb to form various grammatical items. We are going to discuss that one in the following slides. Before that, we have to know what do you mean by axillary. So here axillary means helping. As in a tree, the axillary roots help the main root to hold the plant firmly to the soil. Like that, the axillary verb helps the main verb in various grammatical items. Say for example, it helps to form tenses and so on. There are 24 axillary verbs in English language. They are divided into two different types. One is primary axillary verb. Another one is modal axillary verbs. The primary axillary verbs are existing in three different forms. They are do form, be form, and have form. The modal axillary verbs indicate the moods of the speaker or the writer. The grammatical functions of axillary verbs. So what are the main functions of the auxiliary verbs. The auxiliary verbs are help to form tenses, questions, negative sentences, passive voice and question tags. I repeat, the auxiliary verbs are help to form tenses, questions, negative sentences, passive voice, question tags. So it's very clear that without auxiliary verbs, there is no possibility of writing a single sentence in English language. So such is the importance of auxiliary verb in English language. The primary auxiliary verbs. The primary auxiliary verbs are existing in two different forms. One is present form, another one is past form. The three forms of the primary auxiliary verbs are be form, do form and have form. Be form has two present forms. One is, another one is are. Is used for the singular subject, are is used for the plural subject. The past form of the be verb is was and were. Was is used with the singular verb, were is used with the plural subject. Do. Do has three forms of auxiliary verbs. Do form exists in two present form and one past form. The do form of the present form of the do verb is does and do. Does is used with the singular subject and do is used with the plural subject. Did is used with both the singular and plural subject, and did is used with the past sentences. And here have is the another auxiliary verb, and it has once again three different forms, two present forms and one past form. Has is the present form of have auxiliary verb. Have is the present form of the have auxiliary verb. Has is used with the singular subject. Have is used with the plural subject. The past form of have is had. Had is used with both singular and plural subject. Modal auxiliaries. So as already told, the modal auxiliary verbs are used to express the moods of the speaker or the writer, and they do have present form and past form, such as will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, need, ought to, dare and used to. I repeat, the modal auxiliaries exist in two forms, present form and past form, and they help to express the moods of the speaker or the writer. They are will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, need, ought to, dare, and there is no present form for used to. Used to has only one form, past form. And now where we have to use all these modal auxiliaries. So here, in what are the contexts that you have to use all these modal auxiliaries? Some examples I have discussed here in this slide. So can, could. Can, could are used to express ability and permission. So for example, he can speak Hindi. Here in this sentence, can expresses ability. Next one, she can go home if she feels tired. Here, can expresses permission. May and might. May and might are modal auxiliaries, and they are used to express permission, possibility, wish, purpose. Permission, possibility, wish and purpose. Say for example, she may go home. Here, may expresses permission. It may rain today. Here, may indicates possibility. May God bless you. Here, may expresses wish. They study that they may get job. Here, may expresses purpose. Will, would. Will and would are modal auxiliaries which are helped to indicate simple future, intention and request. Say for example, he will come tomorrow. Here, will expresses simple future. I will meet you today. In this example, will expresses intention of the speaker or the writer. Would you bring me a glass of water? Here, would indicates the request. So the speaker is requesting someone to get a glass of water, for which he says or she says, would you bring me a glass of water? Shall and should. Shall and should are modal auxiliaries which are used to express future tense, obligation, duty and advice. For example, we shall work today. Here shall indicates future tense. To express obligation, the example is we should look after the children. So here should expresses obligation. Next example, you should love your neighbor. Here should expresses duty. You shouldn't make fun of the elders. Here should expresses advice. Must. Must is yet another modal auxiliary which is used to express compulsion, obligation, determination, duty and certainty. For example, we must keep left on the road. Here must indicates compulsion or obligation. I must have my book back. Here must expresses determination. Teacher must be kind. Here must indicates the duty of the teacher. To express certainty, they must have won the match. Here must expresses certainty. A.R.Uma. To express moral obligation, duty and probability, we can use A.R.To, the modal auxiliary. We are to help the poor. Here A.R.To expresses moral obligation. Next example, we are to follow the road rules. Here A.R.To expresses duty. The bus ought to have left by 9 a.m. Here A.R.To expresses probability. Need. Need is yet another modal auxiliary which is used to ask questions and not to give permission or to absence of or to express the absence of obligation. So to ask questions, say for example, need I come tomorrow to meet you? So here need is used to ask question. He need not copy the lesson. So here not to give permission, need is used. Need is also used to express absence of obligation. So Gopal need not go to office today. So here there is no need for going to office. So which means absence of obligation. Used to. Used to always used only with the past tense or past form. So to express past habitual action we use used to do. For example, they used to play hockey when they were boys. So here used to expresses the past habitual action, and used to can also be used to express permanent state in the past. For example, there used to be a park nearby house. So here used to that indicates the permanent state in the past. Dare. Dare means be bold enough. Be bold enough too. So here dare is used in negative as well as the interrogative sentences. For example, how dare you to question me? So here this is interrogative sentence, and dare can also be used with negative sentences. Say for example, we dare not do it. So it's a negative sentence. Linking verb. A linking verb that describes the subject by connecting it to a predicate or predicate noun. So here, linking verb always connects the subject with the rest of the sentence or rest of the sentence, otherwise it is called predicate. Or sometimes it connects the subject with the predicate noun. Say for example, William is excited about his promotion. So here, who is excited? So is connects William to that of the action excited about his promotion. Like that. She appears upset about the announcement. So here, appears is the linking verb that links the subject she with the rest of the sentence, that is the predicate. So who is upset? She is upset. For what purpose? The announcement is the purpose. So here she appears. So that connects the subject as well as the predicate. Then the third example, the eggs smell rotten. So here, how is the egg? The egg is rotten. So rotten is the predicate of the subject. The eggs or the subject part, eggs in the subject part. So here, smell that connects the eggs to that of the predicate part, rotten. So like that, the linking verbs help to connect the subject to that of a predicate or a predicate noun. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please subscribe